the purpose of this press conference is to announce, as Dr. BJP mentioned, the International University of Vedic Wellness in Chicago. This university is being established by Santhosh Kumar, founder of MAFS, UMAS, and the largest ethnic non-profit organization in the USA for senior citizens. The Vedic University will offer various programs, starting with certification courses, associate and bachelor's, master's and PhD programs. Degrees among various other programs related to Vedic sciences and Upanishads and representing Hindu philosophy. Dr. and Mrs. Santhosh Kumar is not only a successful entrepreneur in senior care industry, but also a leader who sets bar so high for services for taking care of seniors' needs. I have seen her most of the centers, and I have seen the standards of our centers, how well they run. So the discipline comes from the culture she grew up and brought up in. That is our proud, ancient Sanatana Dharma. And she is a well-accomplished advocate representing the minority groups and women, a scholar in knowledge of the Vedic sciences and culture. I may be using Vedic knowledge and wisdom, they are all kind of same meaning, but used in a different context. It is her lifelong dream to promote Sanatana Dharma of Vedic sciences and spirituality to the entire world and pass on this invaluable wisdom in the true form. When I say true form, she will be talking about what is the true form of Vedic knowledge for the generations to come. When we are passing knowledge, that needs to be a true form of knowledge, not interpretations and propaganda. Vedic sciences and spirituality to the entire world and pass on this invaluable wisdom to the true form for the generations to come. Because it's our responsibility to make sure our next generations are fit to be strong citizens of wherever they live on this planet Earth. Dr. Kumar strongly believes this will help people to have balanced life in this technology era, because we are running after materialistic things and we don't have time for ourselves. Our mind and body are suffering because of so much confusion in this modern era we are living in. So one may ask, why this initiative now? Why is this time for this initiative right? Yes, it is about time we need to take action. And this dream conceived by Santhosh ji several decades ago. But until the right time comes, now the seed is planted and we are going to nourish that seed with this initiative. We all are aware, Dr. BJP just mentioned what's going to happen, what is happening in the world. Lately, there is so much anti-Hindu and Hindutva propaganda and Hindu phobia is going around the world. Through social media, special interest groups, especially the special interest groups, and organizations who are not well versed. I don't want to use any words which can, describe their, they are so-called high elite people in ignorance. Whereas with the Vedic, they don't know what Vedic culture is, and they are not aware of the education. And now some prestigious educational institutes, some of the Ivy League schools also involved in this across the US are conducting a press conference starting from tomorrow to 12th of September. This is mainly aiming to dismantle global Hindutva. It makes me laugh because it is not something, Hindutva is not put together. If you did not put something together, how do you dismantle that? And I don't know which institutions educated these great activists. They need to check credentials again. I'm not kidding. Dr. Santhosh Kumar believes it is high time to clear the misconception. This is a misconception and vicious propaganda poisoning the world about the Hindus and Hinduism and Hindutva, which is the most peaceful, inclusive, and welcoming religion, and which respects all streams of faith and paths of devotion, and never condemns anyone. But if some people are doing something bad, they need to address that issue, but not blame entire Sanatana Dharma community and then poisoning people who doesn't even know what Hindutva is and what Hinduism is. So Dr. Santhosh Kumar believes in it's high time to clear this misconception in the context of Hindutva, and offer much needed education for all in America and around the world to learn Vedic roots and principles which embraces science and spirituality equally in its true essence to help the humankind to enable their fullest potential to lead a purposeful life to health and happiness. So this university is a grassroots level effort for us, but it is going to go and gain like a banyan tree and give knowledge of the coolness under this tree, and people can physically and mentally benefit and understand the roots of this Hinduism and try to respect that. I'm going to hand over to Santhosh ji by saying this: Sarve jana sukhino bhavantu, samasta sammangalani bhavantu, lokal samastan sukhino bhavantu, which means may all become happy, may all be free from suffering, may happiness and peace prevail in the world. Thank you so much, and without further ado, I'm inviting Dr. Santhosh.
Thank you, Vaswiji, for such a beautiful introduction which you have given, and you have given the perspective of a different connotation also. I want to welcome you all. As she said, and Dr. Vijay says, this dream of propagating, spreading the beautiful wisdom of an ancient knowledge was in my heart from as my father wanted to do that, in fact. And you have no idea, my father was such a philanthropic, philosophical person, and given to the world unconditionally everything, whatever is needed to the world. And you will be surprised, today is the day of his anniversary, which was, I didn't realize in the beginning, but it happens like that. Today is I think his soul must be blessing us. He must be watching from there. This wisdom has been boxed away from Indian scene by the foreign invaders of different kinds in different times, from ages together. And my heart pains when people talk about Hindu Dharma, Sanatana Dharma, in a very different and opposite way. I think this is the Dharma, Sanatana Dharma is the oldest in this world of this planet of Earth. And it has accepted everybody, welcomed everybody, nurtured everybody, and India, all the Dharma has created from the Devbhumi, because India is called a Devbhumi, which is a place of a god, where the Western was developed and the Christianity came later on there, and everybody was loved and cared, and the ethos of Hinduism is very, very welcoming, very peaceful. No fighting, no killing, no, if you need something, okay, we can provide you. And not only that, provide our portion. We have given more than our portion. We have a Vedas and Rishis who have given their life for for saving the other person. Whole body, everything has been given to save that person. So that ethos Sanatana Dharma has. That ethos has been challenged by wrongful people or by intellectual class who are very unaware of the basic principle of Vedas and the Sanatana Dharma. And the wrong things are going on by many people who do not understand and many people who are politically motivated also. So this pains me very, very severely. It's going on in my heart from many, many years, which I'm seeing. And I want to give the credit to one of the people also here. You know, this was happening in my heart, but not possible without the help of the people. There was a Vedic Acharya here, like Dayashankarji, he must be watching somewhere, from India, I think, Dr. Dayashankar, Vidalankar. In this place where we are sitting here, we did Havan on 4th of January this year. And he was dying to spread such a Vedic knowledge so it can bring the peace and happiness of entire world here. And we promised right in this place, right here. When you see this, I was sitting here, and he gave me these Vedas. You can see that these Vedas books, these are the bundle of wisdom, sitting quietly from ages. No school, no university, even India has been taught in India because of the word secularism has been introduced in the Constitution of India. I'm a professor of law also. I have taught 10 years in the university level in Rajasthan University and Aligarh University. You will be surprised, Indian Sanatana Dharma is secular in itself. It doesn't need secularism in the constitution. On the contrary, other dharma need the word secular because they do not accept everybody like Hindu or Sanatana Dharma accept everybody. So in our constitution, the word should be taken out and straightened out. It should not be there. Because we are very welcoming, but certain countries, certain religions, they are not welcoming. But my request to all of them is that, please study this dharma as a study, not as a conversion or anything, and learn how we accept everybody. And one thing also I have to tell all the nations, or all the leaders of different dharma, different countries, this is the single planet. And we have to live in this fact. If we destroy, or we want to destroy somebody or kill somebody, that is going to affect ourselves, our future generation and next generations. Do we want to do that? This is our purpose of life? To kill somebody, to blame somebody and not live in a peace and harmony? It is the purpose of life. That's why we are in this world. This question I want to raise to all the religious leaders, now the Sanatana Dharma leaders of Shankaracharya or all the Hindu scriptures, all the mandirs, they should wake up now and direct this world to where we are going. What do we want? We want to fight with the next fellow? We want to kill this next fellow? No, that is not the purpose. So the spreading of this Sanatana Vedic wisdom want to bring a very much understanding of a coexistence, how to live beautifully, lovely with a coexistence in peace and harmony. And bring your health well, so as we said, we will have all the programs for certificate courses also, but we'll have a wellness program also. And we want to have treat people from their strain, from their stress, whatever you are, and I invite all my brothers and sisters of not only Hindu Dharma, Sanatana Dharma, my Muslim friends, because I am from Muslim University. I have such a great love for all of them. I want them to come here, have a comfort, and understand how we should be coexistent together. And my Christian brother and sister, Dr. Vijay, he is from Christian Dharma, but he understands so beautifully. I am so thankful for his leadership and for his friendship and for everything. And I cannot go without saying Dr. Abhimanyu, he's a Vice Chancellor of Jodhpur University, who has given me so much support, so much blessings, so much help in the documentation, and ready to provide online the very authentic knowledge of Vedic knowledge. And they must be watching us from the, I think from the Zoom, we'll have that night must be 2:30 in the night in the India or 3:30. But they are there. I'm thankful, Dr. Ravi and Dr. Vidalankar and his wife, Rinaji. I'm planning, as Dr. already opened up, I did not open that, I'm planning to have a beautiful setting for this university, the serene setting. So we can bring the school there and the living quarters there, so the people can come and have a treatment and have a free from stress, free from pain, or Ayurveda will be there, our Panchakarma will be there, and study will be there. So all kind of combination to bring the peace, happiness, and cohesiveness among the world. That is the purpose of this dharma, which is the ethos of Hindu or Sanatana dharma. Bring all the world human being without connotation of any religion. We are same, no matter what you do. Our needs are same, our pains are same, our happiness is same. So we should be a very coexisting society. That is the purpose of this university. And I want the support of everybody. And I want to thank again Dashankarji and his wife and the professor and Vice Chancellor of Jodhpur University, who has given me all the documentation, how to start it. And Dr. Vijay, definitely, who has really understood. So he is not a Hindu by God, he understands the pain that I go through. And he understands Hindu dharma has not been given a credit, place and proper place in the world, anywhere. Even India cannot talk properly and openly, which is a very fallacy. And which world has lost the beauty of this thing. World has lost the wisdom. This is the wisdom I think it should be spread in America and Western countries. What it has given. It's such a, the word Riddhi Siddhi. Word Riddhi Siddhi we use in our, but we don't understand the real meaning of that. It means it has given by the God to, otherwise no man has power to write these kind of verses, which have been the knowledge in our Gita, in our Vedas, in our Upanishads. No human being can pursue that. It has been given by Riddhi and Siddhi to the rishis, who have given a tapasya for thousands of years. This is just such a beautiful thing which world will benefit. Not one individual, whole world will be benefited by this with such a peaceful for the body, mind and soul. And that is the purpose of this university. And I hope everybody, I request everybody, please come together. Don't put any political connotation to that. It is purely for coexistence beautifully with the peace and happiness in the world. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Santhoshi. That is such an inspiration. And hope the people who are watching this all over the world, and this recording will be provided to them to make sure they receive your call to action. And I request all of you to join and give your feedback and do whatever you can do. This is not something we are trying to spread or convert some people. This is for us to coexist, as Santhoshji said. And violence only leads to pain. But this is like, we need to make sure we have that brotherhood and sisterhood put together through this program. And now I would like Dr. Anshan, S.V. Anshan, to come and make some remarks. He's the CEO of Safe Sea Group, New Jersey, and now you have seen him receiving his doctorate. So Dr. S.V. Anshan, CEO of Safe Sea Group, New Jersey. He also received another award recently, Community Oscars, for his company's achievement. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Santhoshji, for your wisdom, I must say. And in fact, firstly, I was not aware that I was supposed to speak, but let me speak my heart. I said I'm born Hindu and I'm going to die as a Hindu, no doubt on that. And we have not been given any books to sort of read and say that, okay, this is what you need to follow. We have been always said, live and let live sort of thing, okay? Which means we are talking about Vasudeva Kutumbakam, which means there's only one world, there's only one family. So why division in this family? Our silence, or Hindu silence, is not a weakness, it's our strength. We survived, whether it is Mughal, whether it is anybody else, but we still survive, and we are going to survive. There's no doubt on these things. We'll find a resolution in a very peaceful manner, and example of this is Vedic University, which is a brainchild of Santhosh ji. So we are quite sure to make people understand that there is no set book or the rule book we have been given. And been said that you have to look at the rule number so and so. He is from our religion, and we have to treat him differently versus others. So honestly, I can speak about myself. I don't know that how different I can being an Hindu versus being another religion. I will treat them at par, because that is what we have been told, you know. So I request everybody that first please understand those things. Please understand the formality of this Hinduism, because that has been said way of life. So way of life means we accept everybody. So we are not begging here to accept. We have been accepted. Because we have been accepted, we have accepted others. Now those we have accepted others are telling us to find a new place for us. It is absolutely not possible. And we again tell the world that we don't need to go through all those things. We never thought about all those things. But to give a wisdom to the people, we have to sort of create this. We are not creating a bunker. We are not creating a what we call a terrorism center, a sort of thing to train the people. We are creating an education center. We like in most of the countries. I don't want to name the countries, at least close to where we have come from. They have been taught differently with the guns. But here we are giving a book or trying to explain, through a Vedic manner, what is all about human being as such. When we call entire world is one family, why others have to speak in a different language? That's all I want to say. I don't want to take your time. Thank you.
Thank you for your very enlightening remarks, Anshulji. Now I would like to call Dr. Clarence Bale, CEO of Jordan Dreams, Chicago. Thank you.
Thank you. I'd like to acknowledge the Vedic University, your vision, the brick and mortar vision for a university that's the first of its kind. You know, one of the things that I really relish about Santhosh in terms of her social consciousness, along with myself, what happens is I run an agency that deals with individuals who are ex-offenders, who are disenfranchised. People tend to want to marginalize that population, and that's why I acknowledge and applaud Santhosh or Dr. Santhosh Kumar in terms of the vision that she has for the Vedic University. Thank you for your hard work and your tenacity and your vision.
Thank you, Dr. Clarence Bale. He's the Jordan Dreams, CEO of Jordan Dreams, Chicago. Now I would like to invite Dr. Rani Youssef. She's the Vice Chair of Congressman Danny Davis' Multi-Ethnic Advisory Task Force. Rani Youssef. Dr. Rani Youssef.
Thank you, congratulations. I'm so excited to be here and be a part of the press conference. I am, my dad is Pakistani and my mom is from Iran, is Syrian Armenian. I am of faith of Christianity, but I admire what you're trying to do, and under the leadership of Dr. BJP, that's why I'm standing here. I'm excited to see where this university will go, and this is the right time for harmony between Muslims, Christians, Hindus, any other religion. I think this is the time, and this is what the world needs. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Dr. Rani Youssef. Now I would like to invite Dr. Andre Ellis. He's the president of No Adult Left Behind institution from Chicago.
Thank you. So, Dr. Kumar, International University of Wellness, that's very, very impressive. Most people don't know that the healthcare industry and wellness is one of the fastest growing field of jobs available in this country right now. Not only that, but there are dialysis centers being built all over this state, not just this state. Baby boomers are getting older, and we need trained professional individuals to be able to not only provide the services, but the bedside manner just as well, and the resources that go with it. So I like to say my contribution to the university is recruiters. Who's going to recruit? I have a full program where we can train recruiters to be able to not only have individuals start the university, but finish just as well. So we'll talk about that at another time. But congratulations, I'm 100% in support of the university.
Thank you so much. Now I would call our young entrepreneur, Mr. Neil Court, National Chair, American Business Coalition, USA. He's a dynamic businessman in our Chicagoland.
Thank you, Vasily. Thank you so much. Good afternoon, everybody. Good afternoon. This is a day of reckoning and reawakening. Okay. Ma Santhosh Kumar, in our Hindu Vedic culture, there is always a need for a woman to come in and reincarnate, and that has been happening for ages. And today I see a similar story that is restarting, where a woman really brings in the energy and the vision and the passion to give to the world what peace, harmony, living together means. And I think none other a person better than Ma Santhosh Kumar could be the leader to put this. And it is not just speech. She's already done the services for the last 30 plus years, maybe even 40 years. She has served the community. She has taken care of the elders that were never looked up by their own families. She has taken care of the children. We have a great two sons, princes as we call them here. The princes are here to be seen. So with this university, I think this is a great foundation for the world to understand what Vedic culture that they have missed. For the Western world to know how we coexisted. We are a people of 1 billion people. How do we coexist without any fights, without any things? And that's all we want to share to the world. And I think nothing could be better than this. So anything you would need from us to sacrifice, please feel free. We're always there to support you. And Hari Om or Jai Hind, whatever. God bless America. And thank you.
Thank you, Neil. Very well said. Now I would like to invite Dr. Ravi Govind, Vice President of World Federation of Tamil Youth USA. I like saying Dr. Ravi Govind.
Thank you. And congratulations, Ma Santhosh, first of all. And we are all witnessing here the history in making. That's what I will say. And this is the first and one of its kind that it's not too late, and where all the Hindus, first of all, they have to learn at the grassroots level what they were missing and like what they do not know. This is the time, right time, at the right place to know about what exactly the Vedas are about the Hindus and the grassroots level. And as everyone said, this is not to create any kind of controversy or fight between any religion, but this is to create awakening and to understand the Vedas or like the Hinduism very clearly. So this is the right time. So I would say this is an extraordinary effort, and this means a lot of courage, strength, and it's not easy. This is a very major step that Ma Santhosh ji has taken, And as I said, this is a history. And thank you so much for doing this.
Thank you, Ravi. Now I would like to invite Dr. Ansha Holiday, Vice President, the Global Eye Worldwide Digital Monthly.
Hi. I just wanted to congratulate you and say I think it's wonderful, and to have an awesome woman like you to lead a university, that would be great. And we support you, definitely. Lord knows stuff behind us serving 123 countries in education. Leaders are very important. And those who lead with the right minds, we can change a lot of things that's happening, that's going on in the world. With this mental health crisis going on, we have to come forward and have empathy and not only have the knowledge, but to also to deal with what God gave us. So I think that you represent in a very powerful way. So I congratulate you, and we have your back. Give a tribute to Mrs. Kumar Santhosh, Doctor. My fire is my burning desire to touch the North Star. Then maybe after that I will retire, but until then, I will continue to stack dividends up the dollar round up first. You know my family and my friends. Yeah, you know the ones that held me down through all the thick and the thin. Captain Viva La Gucci, the Gucci. Yo, we rolling in a Lucci. Daughter wants to talk show like me doing used to have all my kids in this biz. And this is how we do it to the end. Represent to the end for my friends. Thank you.
Thank you. Isn't that wonderful? And give her a big hand one more time. Now our own Miss Hina Trivedi, Executive Director of Overseas Friends of BJP, Women's Wing USA. And she does excellent service to our motherland and also our fatherland.
Thank you so much. Congratulations, Mrs. Kumar, for opening this Hindu University. I really appreciate it because the kids who grow up here, we do not have all this opportunity when we were a kid. So now you are giving the community who got lost, second generation, third generation, they will be learning about Hindu. Just like our Prime Minister Modi ji say, Vasudev Kutumbakam Bhava. That means each and every one is our one big family. And we are all should be united. We shouldn't make each other fall apart. We shouldn't fight about religion. We shouldn't fight about you are white, you are black, you are yellow, you are green. We should be one under one umbrella. And that's why this university like this we need it. So we can bring everybody together. And I would say respect each and every religion same way. Hindus are there, they're not there to teach different things. They just bringing everybody together. I'm saying Muslim too, they're very nice people. Not all of them is like that. But they need to teach who are the good. Come up with something like that and teach the good thing to your kids. So tomorrow they will be doing something good for the community. Some of them are already doing Christians. Christians are doing so much stuff, churches and all that, giving education, doing good for the kids and all that. But some of them who are not doing that, teach them. Whoever is doing them, give them that education. If we're not going to teach our own kids in United States, do not wait for any other country to come and teach your own kids. So get up, wake up, make this standing university. The people who are making this standing university, please support them. She's a die-hard Hindu. I was born Hindu. I believe in humanity. And when it comes to any religion, I respect each and every religion, just like I respect my Hindu religion. But Hindu brother and sister, time for you to wake up and please help and bring everybody together and make it united. God bless America.
Wow, that's such a thunderous message, Hina. Thank you so much. Now I would like to invite Acharya Rohit Joshi ji from...
Thank you, Vasaviji. is Northeastern Illinois University. We listen all the dignitaries. They tell all the good thing or best thing. We listen also this thing. Listening is not only important. Add something from the speeches. And from my understanding, whoever is here, you are past the high life. Now try to nurture your kids with us for the new generation, with the new ideas, with the new philosophy about telling them about the importance of their religion, whatever the religion they are following. So, in the school, in the public, when your kids will go, they will not shy to tell about their religion to other people. But they will not be left aloof with the other students. So try to teach your student, and for that, you need to start sending your students to this kind of university. Thank you, Santhosh, for giving an opportunity to people like us to send our kids to this school. Because I think after 5 years, our kids' position will be like pendulum. They will not be here or there. They will not be either Christian, Muslim, or not Hindu. So, and at that time your kids will blame you. Why you didn't give us an opportunity to send us? So please start sending your students to this school. I am humbly telling everybody, or the Hindu family or the Christian family, send their school to the religious school, not international University of Vedic. It's not Hindu. I know that. But Christian people, they can send their kids to the churches, missionaries, to get them understand the importance of their religion. So if they really understand the importance, essence of the religion, they will never fight with each other. Thank you very much for giving this opportunity.
Thank you, Dr. Jyoti. Now we have our beloved Anika Dubey, Global Outreach Chair, American Multi-Ethnic Coalition.
Thank you, Vasaviji. Good afternoon, everyone. It's my pleasure to be here for the launching of the first International University of Vedic Wellness in the Chicagoland area. As everyone said and Margie explained, congratulations Margie once again, the various programs, curriculum, degrees that will be offered by the university is a big step for educating and helping people and our new generations to understand the Vedic roots and philosophies closely. The knowledge gained will also enable people to lead a spiritual and healthy and positive lifestyle. We are talking about सनातन धर्म, हिंदुत्व, तो मैं अब हिंदी में कुछ बोलना चाहूंगी। हमने आपका जुनून देखा है भारतीय संस्कृति को जोड़े रखने के लिए। आपने हिंदी प्रचार और प्रसार के लिए हिंदी शिक्षण यहाँ पे जो चालू किया अपने MAFS के अंतर्गत, MAFS हिंदी एकेडमी के अंतर्गत, वो बहुत ही सराहनीय है। और आपका सबसे बड़ा सुंदर, सुनहरा, सराहनीय, प्रेरणीय कदम है अब इस यूनिवर्सिटी की स्थापना से। तो ये हम लोग बहुत खुशकिस्मत हैं कि आपने ये कदम लिया और हम लोगों को यहाँ पर आपने मौका दिया कि हम अपने बच्चों को इस यूनिवर्सिटी में भेजें और अपने वैदिक फिलॉसफीज और पॉलिसीज जो भी वैल्यूज हैं उसके नजदीक रखें। तो वैदिक शिक्षा जो है प्राचीन काल से हमें पता है कि वो दैनिक जीवन का हिस्सा माना जाता है। वैदिक शिक्षा की अवधारणा लोगों को समाज के योग्य बनाना, उन्हें प्रशिक्षित करना, उन्हें भौतिक जीवन के लिए नहीं बल्कि उनके व्यक्तित्व और चरित्र का विकास करना था। वैदिक शिक्षा पूरी तरह से नैतिक शिक्षा पर आधारित है और ये आपका जो सुनहरा कदम है वो इसको कामयाब करेगा। तो आपको बहुत बहुत बधाई हो, कंग्रेचुलेशंस वंस अगेन, आपका सपना साकार हो।
Anita, that was so beautiful, and whole Vedic education actually depends on the morals. So without morals, there is no values. So the morals are the base of our entire Sanatana Dharma, and they were inculcated into children when they were very young. So that is the samskar, that's the culture this dream is born from. And the seed her father has put in her upbringing, now that wants to come out and give. Now we have a very special, very highest honor from award from Rima University from Florida, and Dr. Richardson is going to, who is the Chancellor of Rima University of Florida. He would say a few words and then honor Dr. Santhosh Kumar with the Red Ribbon Award.
Thank you. You know, it's delighted to know that we've never had a candidate in Rima University that received two of the highest, most distinguished awards that we give. Dr. Kumar received an honorary doctorate degree from Rima University, and today she receives the Red Ribbon Award, which is a prestigious award to receive for what she wants to do in the University of India, as well as throughout India and here in Chicago as well. I believe she keeps pushing and punching against the things that are difficult in the community, the things that are difficult in the world. I believe that when you die, you're only known for two major things: the problems you created and the problems you solved. And I want to let our dear doctor stand. You all can stand with us as well. As I pin this Red Ribbon Award to Dr. Kumar, congratulations. Thank you so much. We pray that you keep soaring. We pray that you keep making a difference in the lives of people. You are inspiration to us all.
Thank you so much, Dr. Richardson. Congratulations, Santhosh ji. One more feather in your cap. Don't be surprised. And you deserve much more than that. You know, this is many more to come after this university is going to, go on up and running. And with that said, all of you, I thank you so much for supporting her dream. Dr. BJP has mentioned that what is my role in this whole initiative. So I am here, I am here to help her to bring that dream together. And I am going to dedicate my mind and body and soul to bring this university and make this her dream come true, and to serve the world for the happiness and peace. Now I am going to introduce an extraordinarily renowned person and our beloved Dr. VGP. So he's our leader, our mentor, who tirelessly, continuously inspires us. He's the founder of American Multi-Ethnic Coalition and Multi-Ethnic Task Force. Then there is Task Force, American Association of Multi-Ethnic Physicians, Indian American Business Coalition, World Federation of Tamil Youth, and he is very young at heart and body also. And he actually established this media called the Global Eye Digital Monthly that reaches 35 million households, and it is still growing. And he tirelessly works on that and try to give very powerful news and insights of the leaders and the countries. Dr. Vijay is also the global ambassador of Reverend Jesse Jackson, Rainbow Push Coalition, USA, the Vice Chancellor of the Lima University, Florida, and the Chairman of No Adults Left Behind Board of Directors and Chairman of NIMCARE, India. So he's getting restless now, but again, like you don't need a mirror to see the beauty of your bangles. So we don't need to put a mirror in front of Dr. BJP. So please invite him and give a big applause.
Thank you very much, Masri for that kind introduction. Friends, tonight is a historic day for all of us. Dr. Mrs. Santhosh Kumar is laying the seeds to establish the first International University of Vedic Wellness in North America, and that's from her own hard sweat, and she's pledging. And I want to add a few. Tonight, I pledge $100,000 to the International University of Vedic Wellness to establish the Danny K. Davis Interfaith Chair in the Hindu University of Vedic Wellness. Because Hindu religion, as you all know, has been tolerant of other religions. I would boldly say it's the only religion which has been tolerant of other religions and led to grow. Shortly being from India, with the British, because of the British influence who had invaded India, the Indians, like my forefathers, were converted to Christianity, which I'm one of them. And the Christian religion is a profound religion where we learn to love and learn to forgive, and we learn to embrace and learn to empower. Having said that, India is the only country which has allowed minorities to thrive and prosper. No one can deny it anywhere in the globe. Today, the Christians and Muslims are living prosperously, peacefully, without any discrimination. Actually, we in India are treated as a special class because of the heritage of the British when they came in. Large packs of lands were given to Christian institutions. We have the best Christian schools, Christian colleges, which we inherited. And today the present government led by Prime Minister Modi ji is just reasserting the Hindutva religion. And it's painful to see 43 reputed institutions in this country which have 90% of the revenue coming from Indian foreign students to sponsor a global, dismantling global Hindutva. How could you ever dismantle something like Mrs. Kumar and Ravi? And today, 20 universities are meeting as we speak in Washington, D.C. They're not the academicians. The universities allowed the logo, the banner. And that's what provoked. When you can provoke somebody, and that provoked. And Mrs. Kumar didn't want to go and agitate, didn't want to go to the press and talk bad. But what she did is what the Hindu Sanatana Dharma says. She positively sowed a seed today, my friends. And I hope in her lifetime that will flourish, and her two sons will continue. A real brick and mortar university with a campus where you can really have the Hindu philosophy and the Hindu Dharma spread. And that's also talking about tolerance, the only religion which is tolerance. So I would establish Danny K. Davis Interfaith Chair in the university. He has accepted his name to be given there, where we teach about tolerance of other religions in the Hindu university, the first of its kind in the world. And I salute you, Mrs. Kumar. The Almighty God is going to give you a mighty blessing, double portion. These are the days of the atonement. And September 15th and 16th, you're going to get a greater blessing from the Almighty God. Because here we have to stand together. We have to acknowledge and recognize each other, and we cannot, as earlier speakers said, such a wonderful bevy of 15 different leaders are gathered here together and join you shoulder to shoulder. We're not just going to, and I'm sure Neil Coat, Achan sir and others people here, including Mr. Richardson, will also not only talk, but you want to put your hand in the pockets and donate to the university. She has done the seed, but without all of us pitching in and continuously pitching in, that when I talk to some of the temple friends of India, several temples are willing to do endowments and chairs in this International University of Vedic Wellness. The TDT, Madurai Meenakshi Amman Temple, we've talked to a lot of Hindu religious leaders in India, they're all willing to do an endowment on their temples in this university, so America and the world will know about that temple and Balaji Lord or Meenakshi Amma temple, who's the only dietist, the women dietist who has a temple in Texas. So this university will be a spotlight of spreading the Hindu Dharma of togetherness, unity and tolerance. Like Achan said, it's not coming in a container, but with education and classroom. There is no other better way to spread anything but through education. Thank you all, and wishing the International University of Vedic Wellness of Dr. Mrs. Kumar every success. We are all with you together. Thank you, Dr. Vasi Chakka, for taking up the responsibility, and God is with you. God be with all of us. God bless America. Thank you.
Say Hari Om, say Hari Om, Hari Om, Hari Om.